I cannot hear you, Tomas. Hello? I can't hear you.
And now you should hear me.
Yes, I hear
Yes,
you.
great. Well, okay, welcome, Diana. So today we have lots of to discuss, and once again, it's really weird. No, it's not weird because she's doing really well. We have again the the previous winner, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Can you tell me a
exciting.
little bit about?
Weird
Yep,
things
I'm
happen
put you
now.
back. So that's my mistake. Right, okay, I go to countdown back, and this is what we're gonna talk about. Okay, now we should be good. Right.
Yeah, we should be good.
So yes,
So,
tell us.
yes, it's not that much to tell, actually. I'm Diana Toma. I'm from Romania, and I'm part of the EMC coaching and teaching team. And I'm very, very happy to be part of this team. It's been an exciting year for all of us. And yeah, I'm here actually to talk about Laura and her design. I think that's more interesting than us, actually.
Well, here she is, and I hope she's gonna join us. Um, so she had time to join us. In the meantime, is we also invited Regine from Thirst because we have something special to us. So I'm gonna ask her to come up, and what I suggest is that you and Regine can talk about what we have in
Yeah,
mind because I'm
we
so
have
excited about
exciting.
this one. Is that okay?
Yeah,
So
we
I'm
have
gonna
exciting
ask
information.
yeah, I'm gonna ask Regine to join us. So I'm gonna ask Regine. Here she is. Okay, good. Hello, Regine.
Hi.
Okay. Do you hear me, Regine?
Yes, I hear
Oh,
you.
super. Okay. So we have something really special to announce to the listeners. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave you guys and explain everything, and I'm gonna reach out to in the meantime to Laura. Would that work for you guys?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, super. Okay, good,
Perfect.
good, good. Okay, here we go.
Okay. So, hi, Regine, again, and welcome, and thank you for being with us here. I think I should start from the beginning and saying that this idea came from the blogging team at EMC, which I'm proud to sort of coordinate. And we had this idea, how can we add a little bit of extra sort of spice to these monthly challenges that we do on the creative community? So we said, let's somehow do a blog about the person who wins the challenge, the designer, the florist who wins the challenge. And that's how we came up with getting Thirst in this. And we contacted Regine, and she was super nice and very willing to help. So basically, what we're going to do is every single month, the winner of the CC challenge, besides the analysis that's being done on the Facebook page and the live that we have with the designer, that designer will actually get a blog on Thirst. And I am going to let now Regine explain which blog exactly, because it's not just any kind of blog that person gets on Thirst. So Regine, the stage is yours. Present us with what this is about.
Yes. So at first, we think it's very important that a florist gets a good stage. And we also know from being a florist ourselves that it's always interesting to see how another florist stands in life and how another florist uh, does his job and his business. So once a week, we have an interview, a floral interview with the floral designer. And in this case, we would have the floral designer that won the challenge in this floral interview. And that way, people get to know that person as a person as a florist, but also the design will be discussed in that same interview, and the way of working and the way of thinking. It's very interesting to be there, because it's all also in our homepage. On the beginning of the homepage, it's always in the newsletter of Thursday, and it stays on the homepage in all interviews. So it's also very nice to have your interview on the homepage there. So we are very eager to have those people that are such good florists in our interviews.
Yeah, so this is very exciting actually, and we're gonna the second surprise is that we're gonna already start with Laura. So right now we're working on preparing a blog interview on Thursday about Laura, because she's now already won 3 challenges, and I really think she's an inspiration as to what it means to be consistent and to constantly challenge yourself. And it's not just about participating in one challenge, but it's about doing, for a florist and designer, this exercise of constant creativity, not,
Yeah, yeah,
always focus on the business and on whatever else happens, but then there's that constant creativity that we have to develop and I think this challenge on the community is a great opportunity to take on.
yes,
It's a small challenge, but you can really grow from it. So we hope
yeah,
that more people would decide to come on
yeah,
board and hopefully win a blog interview on Thursday. So that's going to be exciting. So Laura is going to be our first
yeah.
sort of topic.
So,
I don't know
so
if
for
you heard that or
everybody,
not.
I see also in the logo that Thomas included the jams, and that's because every, let's say, 3 months, we will do a jams with EMC, and that means that it's 9 or 12 articles, all EMC articles, and we will include those floral interviews once again in those
Oh,
gems. So it's like a
oh,
little bit the diamonds of thirst. So
okay, okay.
once in a
So it's a
while,
it's a really
you get
great opportunity. It's a
yes,
really great opportunity for a designer to step out there. And the cool thing about it is that it's actually a blog done by EMC about that
yeah,
person. So it's not
yeah,
something that that person has to do themselves. So it's really, I think it's a really cool opportunity. So thank you, Regine, for this surprise. I hope more people will
yeah.
join the challenges for sure.
Yes, yes, yes. If they go to thirst.com, they can see on the homepage that it's the first article that you see. It's a this week's floral interview, and that will be the stage that they're getting at Thirst. So
Yeah, that's
I
really
think,
awesome.
So what
How
can
yeah,
I
are
say?
we?
Thank you. So like, okay, now it's time to mingle again. Okay, well, Regine, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very
yes,
much
you're
for the
welcome.
collaboration. Because as EMC, this is really important to us. Is we love to collaborate with people who has the same mindset, who are open to share and so on. So it's I'm looking forward, and also what for us is really important with EMC, we put our students on stage, so it's about them, and that's so
Yeah,
important. So well,
yeah,
once again, thank you very much for your time, for your energy, and for working
you're
together
welcome.
with us. Okay.
Thank you, Regine.
Okay.
Bye. See you
Okay, bye
next
bye.
time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
In the meantime, Laura is in, so like I gonna
Yay.
let her in. So she's in the guest room, so we're gonna add her on the right side. Okay. Hi, Laura.
Hi,
Again,
everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
you're getting so popular. You're getting so famous here. it's like, it's like, oh, last time. Well, okay, yeah, you know the drill. You know how it works, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Well, first of all, you know what I'm gonna do, right?
Thank you.
That's part of everything. Is like,
Thank you
yes,
very much.
well done, well done. And the last time we could give you, well, something special, but now it's like together with Thirst, we're gonna we're gonna build something for you. Just we're gonna create a stage for you, so to even get you more in the picture, because you deserve it, right? Because what we do believe at the EMC, are, it's all about passion and showing your techniques, and not showing only, but also sharing the ideas, the philosophy, and a little bit behind the scenes that people can pick a bit from your brain. So that's really cool. So first of all, what I would like to show the people, because they want to see, of course they saw it already, because they just, like, they voted, you got the most votes. Let's come up with the arrangements, and it will cover us, the three of us, but I think that's okay. So in
Yeah.
here, those are, well, these are the pictures you made, and I have to say they are so cool. So what I'm gonna do is, like, because it's a little bit, let's say, I'm going away. Is that okay? Or because I can't do
Maybe
you,
you can send me away
you can.
for now.
Well, what I'm gonna do here, and I'm gonna add. So, but still, it doesn't work. Still, it doesn't work. You know what? I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller. Okay.
Okay.
So, and you know what? It's, we do like conversations. So, and you know what? I can still make them bigger and smaller, because that is so great on that program here. And I'm gonna add Diana also right here. So, look, I'm gonna divide it. I'm a designer, so I can do that. So here we are. So, okay. So, well, you know what we are doing. So the task was, okay, create, we just call it an armature, because we know that people didn't follow EMC. They don't know the difference between what is a construction, what is a structure, right? So in basically very short, with EMC, what we do is, like, what we do is, a construction is all about building something, but for the aesthetic review, for it has to be part of the beauty. And a structure is something we build, it's pure functional, you don't have to see it, but it's carries, it holds everything together. So, and in some countries they call it armature, in some countries they call it carcass, but we go a little bit deeper. So in this case, definitely, um, Laura, you did definitely a construction, because it's so beautiful, and you
Thank
used
you.
in Dianthus caryophyllus. If I'm looking toward to the comment, where you can put your comments in. Please, if you have asked questions for Diana, for Laura, for me, just please adding in. I see Keith saying it's exciting news, and it is exciting news. But okay, so please, we are so open to receive your your questions. So, Laura, tell us, enlighten us. Where is coming the idea, and then how did you come up with that stunning design?
I started with the carnations, even if when I saw the details for the challenge, I said, "Oh no, not again carnations," because I don't like it. But that's why I chose red carnations, because I don't love them all. I don't love at all, and I thought I will choose red carnations to try to do something to win the challenge again. And I go to our market to buy some red carnations, and unfortunately I couldn't find them. So I go to the cemetery, because for Romanian people the red carnations are for funerals. So this is what all started with the red carnations, and then with my red lipstick. um, then I try to do a jewelry, because I love to do floral, natural flowers jewelry. So this is the point for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the first thing what I hear from you is, like, okay, and you can interrupt me, Diana. It's not no problem. Is the first thing what you said? Okay, I have to work with carnations. It's not my favorite flowers, but still I'm gonna do it, and I will not focus myself on the flower. I'm gonna focus myself on the color, which is actually really smart, because that's the first thing what we see. we see color, and you went for a very like a color with a really strong visual impact. Like red is a really strong color, right? And
Yes,
later on,
yes.
we're going to discuss a little bit. We're going to talk about colors, how you did, because you work with like bluish, purples, and so on, so on. So we're going to discuss a bit later on that one. But this is what I learned from you, right? Also, the fact is, people are still relating the Dianthus with sympathy flowers, but you say, you know what, it can be also different.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I like that way of thinking, because you know what, I know some people are really strong in working with that kind of flowers, but if they come up with something totally different, it's like, wow, that's a designer, because that person knows how to work. It's not about the medium or about the flower, it's what you do with a flower. And so in this case, I'm totally agree with the people who voted for you to be the first. I totally agree, because you challenge yourself on the flower. What do you think, Diana?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, I loved when Laura said that she picked, the red carnations because she hates them the most, sort of. Uh, and I can totally relate to that, because I'm from Romania as well, and I do know how strongly this flower is sort of inoculated in people's subconscious, that these are flowers for funerals, and sometimes it's very, very challenging to fight that almost instinct of people. Oh no, those are for funerals. So I think this is very bold, and it has a very strong statement, and the choice of color, even for that, is even more sort of justified. And yes, she did an amazing job. It's a really, really strong piece. Congratulations, Laura.
Well, let's go for the
Thank
next step,
you.
because I think people want to hear, and I go for that one over here. People want to hear about, let us talk about techniques. So
Yeah.
let's go step by step, and then let's explain how you did it. Yes, we want to know everything about
First
from
of
your
all,
design.
uh,
Are you still with us?
I think she's interrupting a little bit.
Yeah.
okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I think it's stable now
I'm
again.
here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then I started with a polystyrene ring covered in wool. This is wool, what's there. And because I like wires, decorative wires for my flower jewelry, I started to play with the red wire because of the red carnations. Because this was the first idea, red carnations. And then initially I wanted to be to put it on a vase, an arrangement. Then I realized that I'm in love with jewelry, so it must be a hat, not an arrangement on a vase. And I curl this wire with on a pencil. If you know what I mean, I curl
Yeah.
it on a pencil, and this took me, I don't know, about an hour. All this took about an hour. I put red carnations, and for me not to feel so funeral, I added clematis because I love clematis,
Okay,
and
then we
I
go for the
said
next one. Okay.
one
Yeah.
flower I don't love, one flower I love.
Yeah. Just like this one here. Yes.
So this was the design, and the pictures are made with my phone in my shop, just like that at once, because I finished it 2 days before the contest ends, and I call on for this girl who is the girlfriend of my boy, and I said, "Come to me. I have to win a contest, so come to me and wear some red blouse." That's it. That's the story.
Yeah. Okay. Cool story. Okay. So you combined several materials into it, but your base is actually styrofoam, right? And then
Yeah.
you just and you know what I love about
Yes.
this one is like texture wise, you got your Dianthus, your carnation, but also you got the texture of the wool, and it's very tactile. The wool is so soft, but it looks like the wool is adding softness to the, well, carnation as well, the flower you don't like, right? You make them more elegant, you make them more subtle, you make them even more feminine. So although the design, if you're gonna go up with the color wheel, I'm so sorry, Diana, I'm gonna put you a
Yeah,
little bit
no,
about
it's
behind
okay.
the color wheel.
It's okay.
So in here, although we have like a feminine, like, and it's not because she's so like a woman is wearing it, but somewhere I have like a feminine feeling seeing it. Well, that's actually thanks to the textures you used. And if we go to the colors, well, you played with the red and the blues and the purples, right? And what we can see on the color wheel, you see the red. And if you really
Right.
look carefully, and I'm gonna blow it up again, and that's interesting. So you see, we're gonna do it here. You can actually see from the red going to the purple blues almost, correct? And this is what you did
Correct.
with the wool, because the wool is really important here. Is you could make the styrofoam only in red, but you didn't. You added like dark. You added dark tints and shades of reds. Go to purples. Go to like deep purples, like almost black. So that makes actually the connection between the red and the dark purples, which is quite clever, right? And this is what we do also in EMC. Is like we have different ways to connect, right, color wise. And we said, you can go 2D. Like if you go on the left side on the color wheel, you go on the right side. You go also 3D. That means you go in depth. You play with tints and shades. So I have to say, you did a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yes. The only thing is like, what is like in here, if we just go on the color wheel, I see one green dot. Why is this? You know what I mean? Here, I don't know what is that. What is the green? What is that? A flower? No, it's a leaf, I
No,
think. But
that's no, it's not the leaf. It's the Dianthus green part that's holding the
yes,
flower
it's the
together.
Dianthus. Yeah, it's Dianthus. Okay. Well, just to say, what I would do with you is like 99% is in that color wheel, and only 1 or like maybe 2% is the green. So you have to be careful on that one. And I know it's a small detail, but from the small details we learn, right? And I know I can say that to you, right? Because you're on a certain level that you said, okay, what can be improved on that one? Well, this is something that I would say, you know what, try to cover that one, because it has that that little, I'm almost dare to say you created. Oops, we lost Laura, but she's gonna ring in
She's gonna
again.
come back.
Yes, but you know what, okay, there she is again. So what I'm telling her is, oh, I have to put you on, yes, or yes. So we're gonna do it like this. So in here, Laura, is what I'm saying is like it becomes almost a focal area. And you know why? Because everything is red, 95% is red, and 5% is green. So if you remember the contrast that we saw with the EMC is like, how do you create tension? If you get on the opposite and on volume, on visual impact. So be careful on that one. But for the rest, I have to say, it's really cool. It's like, and also what I like is that it's not the model and the head, but you played with the decorative wire, as you say, around the pencil. You just combined those, you merged them, like you merged them beautiful into each other, right, Diana?
Correct.
Or
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, I loved the story about how you did the design and called your uh, son's girlfriend over to pose and really quickly done
Yeah.
it with your phone. And I have to say, I'm like, the photography you did is really, really good. And we are always very impressed with the quality of the material you submit for the challenges. And I'm very, very sure that's one of the reasons you keep winning them, because this is not one of those, contests who gets the most likes that are generally on Facebook. This is a different community we're in. And you don't have to advertise your work any way else but posting it once, and then people, professionals, right, in the same industry, are sort of giving their feedback, and the quality of the work that you provide is the one that's winning, actually. And I think this is should be a great inspiration for other people to join the challenge as well, because it doesn't really take that much. It just takes a little bit of conscious creativity and a little bit of time investment and being aware that you can do this. So you took care of, the background being a little bit clear, of her having her in the front with the photography as well, in order for your work to shine. And I think that's really, really great, Laura. Really, really greatly done.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Diana.
But it's
Awesome.
like you said about a conscious designer, he's not focused only himself or herself on the flowers. It's all about the total outcome. And like Diana said,
Yeah,
I totally agree. She even wears that red dress, her lipstick. Look at the
exactly.
background. You make her even
Exactly.
taller by the door by make it like making vertical lines. So you make her even feel more. You give it depth because on the back it's a little bit flu and so on. So yes.
Even the fact that she has her eyes closed, so that her eyes don't create a secondary focal point, so that
Yes.
everything goes towards the work that you put. So
Yes.
yeah, these are there's all design elements and principles that we learn in the floral in EMC, and then you can start applying them to other things as well, such as showcasing your work virtually or digitally, which is really, really cool, Laura. We're gonna love doing the blog Thursday with you, because you're gonna provide some really, really cool visuals, I'm sure.
And it all comes
Super.
down to the W's. Why are you making this picture? And you said really like, okay, it's like I have to post something. It has to be carnations or the
Yeah,
Dianthus. And you know what? I will do whatever. But that's my W's. For who is it,
yeah.
and how I'm gonna do it, and so on and so on. So that it really makes sense what you did. So yes, definitely a really good one. And I would love to hear from the people. If you're not live, it's okay, but afterwards, if you see it again, please let us know and give us some comments. And because we want to engage, we really want to interact with you more and more, with listeners, with everybody in the EMCC page, because it's all about how can we improve ourselves as a designer. So that's the whole reason, to just invite you and to share great ideas and great designers and great ways of thinking. So that's it. Yeah. So well, I think it's like, what can we say? It's like it's good, and thank you for again winning the competition and submitting a fantastic design. And
Thank you.
well, we are looking forward already to next month. What will be the August challenge? What do you think, Jana?
Well, I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know the topic yet, so I'm gonna be surprised by it as well. But I'm definitely curious about what Laura's gonna show up with. And
Yeah.
I have to say that I really hope that you are not gonna stop just
No.
because you've
No, I'm
won
not.
3 in a
Yeah.
row, because this is just what we're hoping to do here, is just to stir up people's creativity a little bit. So the challenge is actually with yourself, with improving
It is.
yourself. That's the main challenge, right? And then you get a live sort of feedback from Tomas mainly, and one of the teaching assistants, and then it's a beautiful experience. So don't stop. But
It is
but
for me,
but
yes.
I do hope that more people will put up a harder competition for you, because you've
I hope so.
outdone
I
yourself.
hope so.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well,
definitely.
just to be of course I know, but I just want to ask you is like, um, what drives you to submit a picture in a CC page, in a conscious creative page? What is your
The competition spirit. I like
mm-hmm,
to be in a contest. I like to win, but I like to see my competition, and it's true. I want some more competition.
mm-hmm, yeah?
I
Well, actually,
I
it's a really good one. It's like for if you really want to do competition in the future as well, okay, then you can also say this, and then we can say, you know what, in competition, like I said, the focal area with the green, because I was a judge. I was judge in national championships, international, on the World Cup. I was also a judge. So those are the things that we really look for. So if somebody's out over there at the CC page and you really want to do a competition, great, just do it. It's like, I've been a judge in several competitions. I can give my comments, and it really helps you through your journey to understand how things um, are competed. And of course, well, I cannot take it with my hands. I cannot twist it, and I don't know how solid it is. But I know your work personally, so because from we know each other. So and I have nothing to do by voting because I don't vote. I just like, and then that's it. Um, yeah, and I think everybody has his own reason to submit a design. And some persons, they come to reach out to me and reach out to the EMC coaches, EMC teachers, that they are not really strong in, for instance, in color. And they say, you know what, I'm going to submit something, and then let's hope that we win. And then you can ask Laura, it's like, can you explain me a little bit about color? Because I'm having difficulty about what is contrast or what is opposite. How do you create more tension with colors, and why are feminine colors more softer and have less visual impact than actually like masculine or kind of the primary colors and so on. So yeah, it's like an online, we share information online. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's it.
thank you very
So
much.
thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for submitting your arrangements. And once again, looking forward, like Diana said, looking forward to see what you're going to do in the future. Okay?
I will go on.
Okay.
Yes.
Super.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
bye bye. Diana, thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.